Your daily download, broadcasting on the frequency 100.4 FM. Radio 786 brings you your weekdays conversation with me, your host, Junaid Shafika. Well, just having concluded our radio interview with SoccerStar Shaheem Bobs, we now usher him in and we welcome him to the ever-popular JumuahJourney that broadcasts on Cape Town TV every Friday. Shaheem, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Welcome to the show.
Shukran for having me.
Well, Shaheem, we're crossing over from the daily download show on Radio 786, and we now welcome you onto the JumuahJourney on Cape Town TV.
Excellent.
We spoke about your soccer career as a youngster growing up. Where did it all start for you?
Well, Junaid, it started as a youngster many moons ago in Bonteheuwel. That's the area that initially I grew up in. Thereafter, we went to Mitchell's Plain. My parents moved to Mitchell's Plain. And in Mitchell's Plain, I started playing for a club called Galloway Swifts. Moved over to Parkers Ambassadors, which is a club that features quite prominently in the Mitchell's Plain area. And then made the Western Province under-16 side. And that's really when my career gained some momentum. But in terms of my inspirations, drew that from my parents. They've played a role not in my development as an individual as well as my football career. So yeah, that's basically where my inspirations has been drawn from since I was a youngster.
Shaheem, at the age of 19, you had the honor of captaining one of the premier sides in the PSL, Hellenic. You had experiences of also playing with for South Africa under 23. A host of experiences over 11 years as a professional footballer. You devoted a lot of time to the sporting code. What valuable lessons have you learned as a professional footballer?
Just, you know, there's so many. I think one of the most important being commitment and staying committed to your cause. I mean, if you have belief in yourself and you stay committed, then obviously you can realize your dreams. That's one of the major things that I've learned. And certainly there's always an aspect of discipline that's required to be a professional footballer or any sport for that matter. And I think that's certainly two of the benefits of playing a professional game, basically.
Closing off, a lot of youngsters will be watching this interview on the JumuahJourney. We hope to see Shaheem Bobs as a coach not too long from now, and possibly playing in one of the sides that will accommodate players of your stature. They need experience, particularly the youth, and that is something we cannot buy. But what would be your advice to aspiring footballers, youngsters, aspiring sports stars for that matter, wanting to acquire those accolades and make their way to the top?
Yeah, Junaid, you know what? You need to believe in yourself, first and foremost. And that's essential. And certainly you need to have the guidance and the support of family members and friends and things like that, which is essential as well. But you need to stay committed to the cause. I mean, things are not going to happen overnight. You can't expect to play a season or two and break into the PSL or get a contract overseas. You need to stick with a plan and believe in yourself and stay disciplined. That's basically my advice to the guys out there. And don't put all your eggs in one basket, because my career was ended prematurely at the age of 28, 29, even though I had 11 years in the game, because I started quite young because of injury. So it's important that you look after the education side of things as well.
Absolutely.
And not just invest your time in sport and forget about education.
Wonderful advice coming from Shaheem Bobs, a soccer star. He remains a soccer star to the Cape Flats, to South Africa, and all to the international scene. But thanks so much for your time.
Shukran, Junaid. Thanks for having me.
The line, I'm about to make another mistake, and even though I try to stay away, everything around me keeps dragging me in. I can't help thinking to myself, what if my time would end today?